Seizure. Seizure. Traumatic brain injury. Seizures.
Seizures. Probably Matthew's favorite word. But is he faking his seizures to earn more money? And especially, what happened to his eye? And is he lying to us about his teeth? Well, this will be no question after you watch this video. So just sit back, grab some snacks, and watch me answer these questions. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is
Seizures.
So, if we want to know what Matthew's talking about, we need to know what a seizure is. A seizure is an abnormal electrical activity in your brain. It causes changes in awareness and muscle control. It also causes symptoms that affect your behavior and senses. And a seizure can affect anyone at any age. So that means even though Matthew is 29, he can obviously still get seizures. And Matthew is saying he got a black eye because he got a seizure and hit his head on the toilet or like on the bathtub. He can't really remember. And now I'm going to share my opinions on why I think Matthew could be lying or telling the truth. But to explain my opinions, I'm going to have to show y'all some videos and clips of Matthew. But before we show clips of Matthew, we are going to be talking about the arguments in favor of a seizure from Matthew. So first of all, having a seizure and hitting your head somewhere can cause a black eye. And feeling a seizure before it's actually there can also be true. I'm going to show y'all a clip of Matthew explaining this a little bit.
Yeah, it's called the seizure aura. Right before a seizure happens, it's pretty much the only warning that it's about to happen. And it gives me enough time to walk from the bathroom to this bed before I lose consciousness.
So, to be more clear, a seizure aura is when you feel something in your brain, like sudden and intense feelings or sensory disturbances. And one thing to back up that Matthew actually has seizure auras is that Matthew says he has epilepsy. This could be of course a lie, but people with epilepsy experience seizure auras. But now, we're going to talk about the arguments that don't favor a Matthew having seizures. And now I'm going to show y'all a clip of Matthew real quick.
From, having a concussion and brain bleeding and dried blood. Just felt sick.
So, one thing that's for sure is Matthew's lying about brain bleeding. A brain bleed is a type of stroke that makes blood pool between your skull and brain. It prevents oxygen from reaching your brain and it's life-threatening. So Matthew wouldn't be streaming right now, he would be in the hospital. And next clip. In this next clip, Matthew is explaining on how he got the black eye.
I walked into them, and I'm pretty sure I hit my head on either right here, on the edge of the bathtub, because there was blood dripping down on the bathtub.
So now, let's analyze a little bit. Let's look on where Matthew struck his head at. So, Matthew has a bruise above his right eyebrow. He said that he either hit his head on the toilet or the bathtub. Now the bathtub is to his left, but his right eye got injured. While having a seizure, you can twist your body quickly, but because Matthew is around 5'3", he doesn't have much falling time and time to turn. He also has no reason to stand that close to the bathtub. Reason because of that is that Matthew said he had a seizure aura, went to bed, back to the bathroom, and then quickly got the seizure. As Matthew was more to the front, stating he could hit his head at the toilet, it's more unrealistic to hit his head on the bathtub. Now, he could have hit his head on the toilet of course, but because he said there was blood on the bathtub, this theory is just automatically cancelled out. My personal thought is that he got punched or just fell down somewhere else. Not because of a seizure, but so that he's able to use his past seizures to guilt trap more people into donating him. And something I've also noticed is that he never got a seizure on stream, even though he has at least 1,000 streams, if we count the deleted ones. So let me do some math here. So Matthew said something about grand seizures on one of his clips. I'm going to show you real quick.
Every 30 to 90 days, I usually have a grand seizure. It's pretty bad.
So yo, let me cook now. So he has a grand seizure every 30 to 90 days. The middle of that is 60 days, so we are going to look at the average. Now you have to look at the fraction of the time streamed, and that is the hours streamed per day divided by the hours in a day. And 6 divided by 24 is 0.25. That means he spends around 1/4 of his days streaming. And because he gets these grand seizures every 60 days, you have to divide the 60 days by 0.25, and because the number is under 1, it multiplies, and then we end up with 240 days. But because he makes like 4 live streams in one day, we have to multiply these 240 days by 4. That means every 960 streams he should get a seizure on camera. And Matthew makes around 88 streams per month. Multiply these 88 by 12, like how many months are in 1 year, you get 1056. So yeah, that means he should have gotten a seizure on camera once. So here's my conclusion to the seizures. I personally think that Matthew is lying to us about his seizures. I think he just Googles them on Google or ChatGPT and then uses them to guilt trap other people into donating him, pretending to have like seizures. His black eye didn't happen due to a seizure, it happened because he fell down somewhere else. But now we get to the second part of the video.
Thanks for subscribing and joining the journey of fixing my teeth.
Oh yeah, before I forget, if you actually think my content is good, don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyways, let's just continue. So, the journey of fixing your teeth. But are you actually fixing your teeth or just scamming us, Matthew? But first of all, why does he have to go to the dentist? And why isn't he going to Johnny Dang even though he said that he's going to Johnny Dang?
Thanks for subscribing and joining the journey of fixing my teeth. We're headed over to the dentist. Appreciate you guys.
So, Matthew has to go to the dentist because he misses teeth. He only has 18 teeth, but why are his teeth missing? So Matthew is suffering from a condition called cleft lip and cleft palate. And that's basically when you have a split in your upper lip and then not all of your teeth can properly grow. But now, instead of going to Johnny Dang, he's going to another dentist out of state. But is he really going to a dentist or is he lying about that too? Well, let's find out by watching clips from Matthew.
I've heard that too, bro. That's what I've been thinking as well. They've been working on it. Because I told dentists that too. That's why I wanted to save my teeth even though they weren't that good. Because it's still genetic material. They could break apart the tooth and reimplant the tooth to have it regrow back. That's what I was thinking so too, bro. They're working on that right now still.
Sorry to break it to you, Matthew, but that's not possible. Humans are classified as diphylodons, meaning they develop only 2 successive sets of teeth, 20 primary teeth and 32 permanent teeth. And because of this, I'm doubting the fact that Matthew actually went to a dentist, because the dentist would just say, no, that's not possible. The only thing that Matthew can do is say, no, I don't want my teeth to be removed to install fake teeth or something.
I have to repair the upper mantle because I was born with cleft lip and cleft palate.
And I think that's the only thing that is actually true. Matthew does have cleft lip and cleft palate. And I think when you look at his mustache, there's a line, and that was probably like the cleft lip when he was smaller. But well, since Matthew isn't going to the dentist, like where does the money even go to? People donated for him to go to Johnny Dang, but now he's in another state, not at Johnny Dang's, and doing something else. Well, I have a clip for y'all.
Oh, I'm clearly homeless. Yeah, I'm just out of state right now, bro. I'm visiting a family that I don't even know. This is my buddy's friend's family. This is my buddy's girlfriend's sister. You know what I mean?
Ah, so there we have it. Matthew flew out of state to go to his buddy, which is called AJ, I think his name is AJ, and he stays at his buddy's girlfriend's sister's house. So yeah, I don't know why Matthew did this, but it's just definitely a scam, and he's just doing something to like relax, or probably something to profit. But well, here's my conclusion. Matthew is definitely lying about the dentist and only went to his buddy AJ. So he basically scammed his viewers. But yeah, this is it with the video. I'm going to put the sources of where I got the information about like cleft lip and cleft palate and all these things down in the bio. And with this, I'll say Legends checks out.